Hey, Julian Kraus here, and I was testing the RODE Videomic Pro Plus and wanted to know what can be done to make this mic perform its best. My goal is to make the Videomic Pro Plus sound more natural. Comparing it to other mics, I found that it was attenuating the high end a bit and did not sound as open as other mics do. Well, I had a look at the frequency response graph of the VMP Plus, and this pretty much represents the sound I'm getting from the mic. As you can see, it has quite a big spike at 4K and also drops off considerably above 5K. I personally like to have a more linear frequency response to get a more natural sound, and I will show you how to achieve this with the VMP Plus. On the mic, you should activate the high frequency boost function, because this feature will bring up the higher frequencies quite a bit and move them closer to the 0 dB line. As you can see, the blue line in this graph represents the frequency response with the high frequency boost turned on. And between 6K and 12K, the blue line is pretty close to the 0 dB line. So by turning on the high frequency boost, we made this part of the spectrum more flat. But you already recorded something and you didn't have the high frequency boost turned on? No worries, you can easily do the high frequency boost in post. Just use a parametric equalizer and place a high shelf filter at 4000 Hz with a 6 dB boost. This is essentially the same as the boost function on the VMP Plus and will sound identical. But if you had the choice, use the high frequency boost on the mic instead of doing it in post, because this will give you a better signal to noise performance. Okay, back on track. We already fixed the 6 to 12K range, but we also made the spike at around 4K worse. And that's what we are going to correct next. For this, you also need a parametric equalizer and put in these two correction bands. This EQ will correct the nasty spike at around 4000 Hz. And that's all you got to do. So to recap, step 1, enable the high frequency boost on your mic, or if you have to, use a high shelf filter in post. Step 2, use an EQ to correct the remaining peak. And how does this sound? Well, you're listening to it right now. This is the corrected audio from the RODE Videomic Pro Plus going into a Zoom H5. Let me quickly turn off the high frequency boost and my EQ correction so that you can hear what the mic sounds like out of the box, and after that compare it to the corrected version. Okay, this is me talking into the RODE Videomic Pro Plus. I'm currently inside and about 50 centimeters away from the microphone. Check. 1, 2, 3. Check. 1, 2, 3. And to complete this test, I'm recording myself outside. Again, the microphone is about 50 centimeters away from me, and this is what it sounds like. Check. 1, 2, 3. Check. 1, 2, 3. Well, I think it makes a big difference. After correction, the mic sounds more open and my voice sounds much more like in real life. Before I end this video, one more thing to keep in mind. Sound is a preference, and only because I like my mic sounding natural does not mean you have to like it too. I reckon many people will be happy with the sound of the VMP Plus like it is. So totally correcting the frequency response of the mic is not always necessary. I simply want to give you the possibility to make your recordings with the VMP Plus more natural. You might also try to take my settings and dial them back a little bit if you do not want a complete correction and want to preserve a little bit of the character of the VMP Plus. But that's on you to decide. Hope this helps, and I see you in the next one.